Skugta who's Jibumai, I'm your Isidro Lopez, get about Travis LeDuc, and you have a guest here, but look at Jam Jitai, Nyok, Donald Nursing Care Authority Campus, Shop, Cook, Archie, Children, Donald Jutra.
Thank you, Isidro. Skugtas, which is moi. My name is Travis LeDuc. I'm joined by Isidro Lopez and our special guest, Miss Native American University of Arizona Queen. Did I say that right or did I get it wrong? I'll let you introduce yourself. I'm just very excited to have you here, even on the cusp of a harsh loss to those Duke Blue Devils, my second favorite least devil other than the sun. But please, introduce yourself.
Skugtash, Ania Jiggy Jasmine Lopez, Ani Anwood, Donna Autumn, Kamshkuk Owasik, Nuhur, Rosaline Smith, Go Anjik Go Oidat. Anika Anjik Jukshat. Ani Anwood, Miss Native American, University of Arizona, 2024 through 25. Good day, everybody. My name is Jasmine Lopez. I am Donna Autumn. My family comes from Big Fields, and I grew up in Tucson, and I hold the title for Miss Native American, University of Arizona, 2024 through 25.
And we just wanted to look at Jasmine, hooded and Moichum Smachum, Amjik, Tam, Amjik, Lewis family, we want to thank her for the as I've said, Jasmine has been here 3 or 4 times, so it's been very honoring, especially to the residents. Our residents love to see queens that come through and shake their hand, take their pictures, and what have you. So we wanted to thank Jasmine and also have her just say a little what she's been doing, what the whole year has meant for her. And I remember last year when you first came and how that reception was. So I was very honored and happy for you. So you can
Thank you. Well, first of all, one of my biggest accomplishments this year was that I brought the title back to our Tonga Autumn Nation after 35 years. So the last queen that held the title was in 1989 to 1990. That was Miss Mariah Glover, now Sheffield. She was the queen in 90. So now 35 years have passed, and I am happy to bring it back to our nation. Overall, this past year, me and my court have attended over 70 events. So within about 49 weeks, 70 events, we were booked and busy. We were very happy to go throughout all communities and promote higher education and resiliency. Last year, my platform was emphasizing Native voices in media and arts. And I'm proud to have made so many friends within the community and continue to uplift Native voices that is needed in every industry.
Awesome. And Travis, you said you've seen her here and there in different parts of the area?
Well, soon to be an Eller alum, which I am as well. So we have a connection even beyond the University of Arizona. But what was your favorite part of your reign?
Thank you. My favorite part about my reign was really getting in touch with my culture and understanding my elders. It definitely gave them the opportunity for them to feel comfortable coming up to me and sharing their inspirational knowledge that I need to carry on towards the future generations and my fellow community. So I'm more than honored to keep uplifting the Autumn language and continue that mission of resiliency through generations to come.
And I know rains end. So what I know that life can take you to many different directions, and you're going one direction, and all of a sudden, oh wow, I like this, and you go there. Do you kind of have a look at what you kind of want to do after this?
Yes, I love this question. So this definitely started back when I was at Autumn Community College. I realized I had a passion for filmmaking, and I created a short film that's called Autumn Shoe Dog, The People's Water. This was based about my experience growing up on contaminated groundwater, and that movie got me an award from the Arizona Town Hall and taken me to Hollywood, California. So I want to continue that inspirational journey of indigenous filmmaking and continue digital storytelling.
Awesome.
Well, I'm glad to hear this as well. We're uncovering even more connections because as a former Arizona Town Hall board member, right? Hey, watch out. We might be related. I don't know. I'm glad to see you got support not only from the University of Arizona, but across Arizona. Is there anyone else you'd like to thank as your reign comes to an end?
Thank you for that. Most importantly, I have to thank my court. Without the girls by my side and giving me the support and the guidance I needed throughout this year, it would have been a hectic year and I would have not even known where to start. Secondly, I have to thank my family throughout the support of my Hajin and my community, uplifting me through every event and also giving me inspirational words when I was not feeling my best. It gave me the power to show others that role models have their ups and downs and they are able to overcome any obstacles they can because we're all people. So I'm happy to be sharing this experience with all communities. Overall, I want to say that it was a gracious experience for me. I'm more than proud to have been able to not only represent my family and where I come from, but also the U of A community and keep instilling the light of higher education and resiliency, because no matter what challenges you may have faced through your life, you can have the life that you want for yourself, no matter anything that is happening right now. If you have a dream, go for it.
So in autumn Hindu history, culture, what have you, is there something that you learned that you didn't know in this reading?
I love that question. Something that I learned this past year that involves Autumn Himdag would definitely be my favorite thing about learning about Autumn Himdag was the connection that our ancestors held before us, which were the Hohokam people, and how resilient they were and how they took care of their communities. So keeping that alive now and seeing that happen in our communities really inspired me. I want to continue the Autumn Himdag, supporting others, not spreading any type of hate, and just making sure that we know that we're all here as family. Creator put us here all for a purpose, put the animals, the plants, and everything for a purpose. So to continue to honor that legacy is my favorite thing about the Autumn Himdag.
And what's the furthest you've traveled outside of U of A?
Oh, yes.
And interesting?
This past year I had the opportunity to visit Philadelphia. There I was able to speak on behalf of the YWCA and register her about my efforts to register underrepresented women in federal voting.
Awesome.
So, is there any piece of advice you'd like to leave for your new incoming queen?
Yes, thank you. So to the next upcoming Miss Native UA, please continue to be resilient. Please continue to spread the message of sisterhood and higher education and ensuring that all the young Native kids that are looking up to you know that they can have the exact same path you have and can go to college and earn their degree and take it back to their community to uplift everybody around them.
Awesome. It's awesome. Well, certainly again, I can't stop thanking you. So certainly again, thank you for coming out today. I know you guys had a little part in our rodeo, even though we won. But
That explains the hat, everyone. Okay, this is.
I was just going to say, Travis, and as you guys know, and if you've been watching Tonca TV for a while, Travis hardly wears a hat, and so it's
Only
nice.
one that says beat ASU.
It's a nice little 5-gallon maybe.
Maybe a half a quart. My head's a little tight in this hat.
So I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. I'm glad the other ones did enjoy themselves as well, and we'll meet them as well. So thank you. Is there any parting words?
Well, I just want to extend the gratitude from our residents to you and your court, because it's been very, very exciting for them, and it's something that we all look forward to. So thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you after your reign. So you are always welcome here. We look forward to always having you be part of our community here at Cook, and we know that you will always be part of the Tonka Nation, no matter where you travel. So thank you again.
Thank you.
So thank you, and we'll take a break and then we'll come back. So. how much that we're going to have as Jasmine mentioned, the University of Arizona Native American, their pageant was next Saturday? Is it
Next Friday.
Next Friday. And so we wanted to bring the contestants, or she brought the contestants, so we wanted to have them introduce themselves and say a little bit about themselves, or the tribe that they represent and what have you. So go ahead.
Jag är Chicago student, Hannah Williams in a Oginishligo, Kiani Bassichi, my Idishkis need Bassiche, or Hashkana so like the Shinella, Agot Egots and Inishla. Hello everyone, my name is Hannah Williams. I'm part of the Diné tribe or Navajo Nation. I'm 19 years old. I'm currently a sophomore at the University of Arizona, majoring in neuroscience and pre-med. And I was a part of the 2024-2025 Miss Native UA Ambassadors. And I'm very, very excited to be vying for the title of the 2025-2026.
Excellent, excellent. So, do you know how the previous Miss University of Arizona Navajo Nation?
I got to meet her a couple of times, and it was really, really amazing. She has been one of my biggest inspirations ever since I was a little girl. And I even had the pleasure of seeing the new pageant this past year and seeing the new queen get crowned.
And I don't know the rules, so if I ask this question, you're not allowed to give us any of your platform, but could you give us some of your platform?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I didn't want to violate any rules and expose any pageant information. There might be some secret stuff that between contestants. So, okay, good.
So my platform this year is honoring the legacies of murdered missing Indigenous peoples because it is an ongoing threat happening in our communities. And it's something that I want to advocate for because it's something I've always been passionate about. And a lot of people don't like to talk about it, and a lot of them like to just sweep it under the rug. But I don't want to do that anymore, and I want to talk about it, especially at a college level, especially when we're in an area where it needs to be talked about.
Awesome. And I love the way that you guys introduced yourself, and I've mentioned that to you before. But where exactly are you from, or your family's from?
My family is originally from Windrock, Arizona, so it's like the capital of the Navajo Nation. So that's where the president resides at too.
Okay, awesome. Is there any last words before the pageant?
Or any trash talking you want to do? We're going down.
I just want to wish all the girls good luck, and I wish them all the best. I hope the new queen has a wonderful reign, and I also want to thank Jasmine for a wonderful reign too. I got to work a lot with her, and I'm very, very grateful for being a part of this.
Well, just let me say thank you. Thank you for supporting our queen, right? Thank you for being Wildcat, right? And also thank you for sharing your time with us as well. We as a Nursing Care Authority and also on behalf of our residents, thank you for coming to see us. And then we know you'll be here on your victory tour if you do win, correct? Everybody's getting that same question. Okay, so it's to obligate you in the future. But yes, thank you and everyone again for making us part of your reign as well. So thank you.
Thanks, Tanya. We'll be back in a little bit. The next contestant for the Miss Native American University of Arizona, I'll have her introduce herself.
Jag är Chicago student, Ragani Bashachin, Klokadashache, Kiani Dashanella, of what out in a son in the Shle, Twahaglated Nasha. Yes, hi, I'm Dylanez. I am born for the one who walks around. I am red running into water. My maternal grandparents are the Zia Weaver, and my paternal grandparents are the Towering House, and I'm so grateful to be here.
Awesome. Again, I love the way you introduce yourself, so that's awesome. And I said how we used to do it as well. So where did you say you were from?
I am from Indian Wells, Arizona. It's a small community on the Navajo Nation. It's about 45 minutes from Holbrook, Arizona, 2 hours from like Flagstaff area. So it's up in the northern part of Arizona.
Okay.
It's the part that doesn't do daylight savings, or does daylight savings time, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it really gets confusing for everyone out there. So I have to ask, I'm going to give a little different question, and I hope everybody doesn't mind, but what inspired you to come to the University of Arizona?
Well, initially I was an undergrad, my first year after I graduated, but I had such a negative experience in the sense that I didn't have a community, or I was missing home. And then the pandemic hit, and I decided that I needed to be back to support my family, to support my people. And in that time, I realized that I can use my higher education as a tool to advocate for my community and to help my family. So I decided to make that decision in returning to the university. I'm an animal science major with a pre-professional emphasis. My overall goal is to earn my doctorate at the veterinarian level and return back home and help my people and give them the health care for their animals and the livestock they need, because that's our way of life.
Now I know why you ask the most questions about animals.
So do you plan on continuing at the University of Arizona's Veterinary School of Medicine?
Yes, that is like my primary pick.
Excellent.
That's my dream school right now. I will apply to other schools just in case. Hopefully, I feel like I have a pretty good shot. I have a lot of people at the university. Dr. Arviso, she's been very good in helping me and steering me in the right direction. So I'm hopeful for the future.
Well, I wanted to say that that's an issue with a lot of Native Americans that get the culture shock of going right away into college or universities and then having to find out, they miss home, and then I'm glad that you took the time, thought about it, and said, you know what, I'm going to do this. So thank you for doing that. And just a question that Travis asked earlier was more of, I'm going to assume that your platform relay something with what you're doing, or?
Yes, exactly. I realized that the reason why I struggled was because I didn't have my traditional knowledge with me, that coming to the university in institutions that weren't made for Native Americans in mind really hindered my success at that level. So my platform is centered around traditional ecological knowledge and bridging that with higher education. Because in my way of teaching and the way that my family taught me is our oral traditions and how we grew up in the stories and the community, that it brings us together. And I see that as an empowerment for our Native students in our community.
Awesome.
I don't even have anything to follow that, but I want to say thank you for making us part of your campaign and also giving us an opportunity to interview us here. The obligation is if you win, you have to come back, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed spending time with you and seeing the rodeo. My family is a big rodeo family. Generations, and coming here, I was like, oh my gosh, this is just like home. This is what we would be doing, roping the dummies. That's what we did growing up as kids. It was so much fun.
And I saw that the minute you got the rope and started doing it yourself, I was like, okay, she knows what she's doing. But yes, thank you for coming. I know it's a long drive from Tucson, but I wish you luck. I wish you luck and wish all the girls luck and, prosper wherever you go. And I'm sure you're going to, if whoever the winner is, going to go to a lot of places. Doesn't mean that the other ones can't go to just those places as well. So thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
We'll take a short break before we'll do the last one. How much I wanted to thank the contestants for coming out, 2 of the contestants coming out, and what we have here is one of the Miss Native American University of Arizona club members, and now she's one of those that works, I'm assuming, behind the scenes to get everything done, but I will have you introduce yourself.
Yeah. Yat she avia janine she turit inisha anogati bashi khaba hadishe turit ozidashna. Hey everybody, I'm Abiel John. I am from Delcon, Arizona, which is like 30 minutes east or north of Winslow, which is like on the Navajo Reservation.
Okay, so talk to me about the club. What the club does.
The club, so basically what I do in the club is just support the girls. this past week I've been helping some of the candidates get ready for the pageant and everything, just setting up, just making sure everything runs smoothly for the pageant next week. I know the girls are really anxious, they've been preparing, they've been working hard. I'm all proud of each and every single one of them. And I actually had the opportunity to actually photograph some of the photos that you've been seeing circulating around on social media of them. That was all me. That was all me.
So is that the major you're in? Is in media arts or?
No, I'm majoring in business management.
Very
Yeah.
nice, very nice, very nice. And I know you're at Eller, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then the club, is there a lot of club members at Eller?
For MNUA?
For the club itself.
No. The only person that I knew was actually Jasmine.
Nice.
Who was
So
the
you
only
found
other.
each other then.
Yeah.
Well, then the club itself, how is it supporting you in your journey?
It was just more of like a networking thing for me. I feel like I didn't have that sense of community when I first got at UA, and they were like the first like people to reach out to me individually, and so just making that connection and sense of community really helped me with my education so far.
So tell me a little bit about, or tell us a little bit about when the pageant is, what time, place, seating arrangements, and what have you.
Yeah, so the pageant's going to be taking place on April 4th at the Gallagher Theater, which is located in the Union at the University of Arizona. It's going to be at 5 p.m. So just come, support the girls. They've been working really hard on the pageant and their presentations and talent, so.
How long usually does the pageant go? I think you said you had how many contestants overall?
There's 6 contestants.
6 contestants
Yes.
overall?
Yeah.
So, does that take time or?
Yeah, so individually they have to have a set number to do their presentations. I think it's 4 minutes for your talent. With that, so each of the girls have to do that. So it should take around like 4 hours for the whole thing.
And do you know, and I don't know if you know, like I know we have 2 Navajos obviously in there. Are the other tribes of the other ones, or are they?
I'm not really familiar. I know, so we have Shandine, Benali. We also have Alicia Velasquez and Maisie Ortega, who is also a former Tohono O'odham.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Nevaeh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Travis.
Well, congratulations on you're graduating.
It's far in the future.
Oh, far in the future. Oh, okay.
Future.
Well, congratulations on your future graduation.
Thank you.
Right? A little birdie told me that you might consider being a pageant contestant.
Yes, I've been contemplating on next year's pageant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we wish you luck in next year's pageant.
Thank you.
We appreciate your support of this year's current reign, royalty, and also look forward to seeing you back here as well.
Yes.
Yes, thank you on behalf of the Donald Mercy Care Authorities and Travis I. Ross and Julia Cross. Thank you guys for always coming here. The residents love it every time you guys come, so I'm so happy that more of you guys come. Usually sometimes it's just Jasmine, but more of you guys came. A taste of what O'odham is, a taste of our culture, which is we all believe in the positive power of culture and
Yes.
land and animals and what have you. And so I know we have slight differences, but in the end, I think we're all one people. So thank you
Yes,
very
of
much.
course.
I think is it Dene or
Yeah, Dana.
Dene? Okay. So it's always changing.
He can roll his L's.
But thank you very much, and we, certainly, Bashayama, Gosi Chafim, Gosi Nyay, the contestants, Matata, Amjid Pap, Chukshon Tam, Walk or Ida Taikot, Bashayama, South Tadkam, Bashayama, Matabajonka, High Tada, Wam, Skill, Kamumich Kamia, Machanyukot, Mawam, Anyay, Tatu, Chu, Wa Ita, Kyuju, Rodeo, but Ita Homuch, Pataicham, Wake, Bashayam, Mark. The night, so thank you very much, and we wish you all the greatest of luck. So thank you.
Thank you.